the governor just gave me permission to go. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. There's a lot of noise behind us, but a lot of wonderful faces in front of us, and thank you so much for coming. This morning, for those of you that weren't here, the Cabinet passed a resolution for March to be Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month. So we're very excited. If you haven't had an opportunity to come out here and take a look at all these things, please do that so you can learn more about what's going on, especially for those of you that haven't had an opportunity this morning. But let me first, I'm going to be introducing the governor, but I want to say a couple things about the governor. First of all, it's been a very, very long time since the people with developmental disabilities have had the kind of hope that we have now. The hope that we can be taken off the wait list and actually be provided some services. There are about 30,000 people right now that receive services and about 22,000 that receive no or very little services. And this is a travesty in our state. This governor, for the first time in many years, 7 or 8 years, is the first person to allocate millions of dollars, $36 million, to help take people off the waiting list. He is a very astute businessman that is trying to turn around the economy in our state so that there will be dollars available to do the things that need to be done, the things that need to be done for all of you. And I want to commend him also for the position he's taken for our teachers. The teachers in this state have been underpaid, and all of you, I look out here, all of you benefit from the teachers in the state of Florida. So I appreciate, Governor, all you're doing for the teachers in the state as well. There's one other priority that the governor has too that I find very interesting, and I'm going to be really looking into this, and that is the tax exemption for manufacturing. Now you think about this. If we can bring more manufacturing companies into the state of Florida, that means more jobs. And he also put $2.5 million in our budget for jobs for people with developmental disabilities. We are going to put something together that is sustainable for way after he's gone and after I'm gone, to ensure that people with developmental disabilities have jobs. You deserve jobs. And the manufacturing industry is a wonderful place for us to start looking. And believe me, Governor, with your help, I bet I can make the right connection. It's my pleasure to introduce the great governor of the state of Florida, Rick Scott.
First off, thanks everybody for coming. It's great to be here. It's important to come to Tallahassee. It's important to make sure your voices are heard. The session just started this week, so let everybody know what you want. This is your state. Let your House members, let your Senate members know, because they're going to be voting on things. And it's very important that your voices are heard. I want to thank Barbara Palmer. Let me tell you, this is an individual that I've gotten to know over the last 2 years. She is compassionate. She cares. She tries to stretch every dollar she can. But the biggest thing is she has a big heart. She cares about people. So I'd like to give her a big round of applause for Barbara. I'd also like to thank Lynn Daw, the Northwest Regional Manager for APD. Lynn would wave. Like Barbara, Lynn works to ensure that every Floridian in Northwest Florida has the chance to succeed. I'd also like to recognize Lou Ogburn, who's right here. Lou knows firsthand how beneficial the APD waiver program can be for Florida families. Lou has helped countless individuals here in Tallahassee live good, quality lives. So Lou, thank you very much for being here today. I also want to recognize Kathy McAllister. Kathy has been on the Developmental Disabilities Council since 1988. So what's that, 25 years? 1988. She's been a special education teacher since 1974. So let's give her a big round of applause. Michelle Poole is also here. Michelle is the chairperson for the ARC of Florida. She is a great advocate for Floridians with disabilities. Not only has she dedicated her career to serving others, but she has helped find innovative ways to help. She has recently combined her love of animals and helping people with the group Horizon Services Dogs. So thank you very much, Michelle. What's really exciting is all of you are here. Just remember, this is your legislature. You helped elect these individuals. You have a vote. Let them know exactly what you think. I ran for governor, as Barbara said. I ran for governor because I want every Floridian who wants a job to have the opportunity for a job. Jobs change lives. Education changes lives. Getting the services that you need to be independent or do anything what your dreams are, that changes lives. So I announced my Florida Family's First budget about a month ago. In that I included $36 million to provide critical services to provide people who are on the Agency for Persons with Disabilities wait list, which means that hundreds of families who need support will now be able to get it. So as Barbara said, this is the first time in 8 years that a governor has proposed this, and it's going to help more disabled individuals. But on top of that $36 million, we have, as Barbara said, $2.5 million, which is going to help individuals that need to get jobs. We all want to work. Everybody I know in this state, everybody I know, I've never met people who say, I don't want to be productive. We all want to be productive. We all want to do something beneficial, purposeful with our lives. We've got to do everything we can to help everybody in our state do this. And so that's part of this commitment. So these two things are going to help provide families by providing personal care assistance, transportation, adult day training, and other needed services to improve their quality of life and find job opportunities. Now, I want every Floridian, as we talked about, to have a job, and that's why we did the $2.5 million. It's also going to provide job coaches and job internships to people with disabilities. Now, I want to talk a couple profile stories. So is Arthur Henry here? Arthur will come up.
Where's Arthur? Here you go, Arthur.
You got it? Okay. Come on. Come over here.
Be careful. What's your cord? What's your cord?
I'm tripping all over.
Sorry. Out for a walk.
All right, there we go.
This way. All right, come over here. So everybody can see you. Get over here. Okay. Arthur Henry. Arthur recently moved from the intermediate care facility for the developmentally disabled and into his own home. Are you proud?
Yeah.
I bet you are. Arthur now receives services from APD through the Medicaid waiver. So Arthur, you got your own home and you're proud and you're very productive, right?
Yeah.
So congratulations.
Good job.
Next is if Daryl Wright would come up.
I'm sorry, I'm so sorry.
Hey, Daryl. Okay, this is Daryl Wright, born and raised in the great city of Tallahassee, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Daryl is a very capable individual. He has maintained employment with the Regal Cinemas for almost 18 years. You get to see all the movies?
When I get a chance.
You get a chance, okay. Daryl loves his job and his home that he purchased in 2006. So you live on your own.
Yes, sir.
That's great. It's Floridians like Arthur and Daryl, who benefit from the great work of everyone at the agencies for persons with disabilities and the supporting community agencies. So what's your favorite movie, by the way?
I hadn't seen, last one I saw was 007.
007? Is that Skyfall?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's probably just all I think that is pretty good. So we are working to help more people become independent and get jobs so they can live their version of the American dream. So thank you very much. The next person I have the opportunity to recognize is Corinne Gallagher. Did I pronounce it right? Yes. Corinne. This year's winner of the Adelio Valdez Leadership and Advocacy Award. So if you'll come on up. Corinne has accomplished quite a bit for somebody who is only 20 years old.
21.
21? When was your birthday? November 13th. You don't look 21. You want to look younger or not? Of course, I do. Okay, she began her advocacy work as a member of the Development Disabilities Committee for the Community Alliance of Sarasota County. At Home Depot, Corinne learned different job skills through a partnership between the school she attends and her local Home Depot. Last year, the assistant manager at the Sarasota Home Depot asked Corinne to speak to a group of Home Depot executives about disabilities. Were you nervous? I was. That was your age, I was scared to death. As a result of her remarks, Corinne was asked to create a video of what she had said, which would be shared with over 2,300 Home Depot stores nationwide. Corinne also spoke to over 100 Girl Scouts in the Sarasota area about her experiences dealing with discrimination. This young woman is truly an inspiration, a committed leader in self-advocacy who is always looking for ways to help others. So it's my distinct honor today, right now, to introduce Corinne, the winner of the Adelio Valdez Award. Congratulations.
A great smile.
You got the best smile. So you mean to hold this while you say a few words? There you go. I'll get behind you.
Thank you, Florida Developmental Disabilities Council, for awarding the Adelio Valdez Leadership and Advocacy Award. I'm very thankful for the opportunities I've had to become an advocate. I want to thank each person at Oak Park School, Home Depot, the Developmental Disabilities Council, and Girl Scouts for letting me come into your lives in different ways. I understand that my disability sometimes makes it more difficult to do things on my own, but that doesn't stop me, and each one of you has inspired me and helps me to believe that anything is possible. I am in the Academy Community Transition Program at Oak Park School in Sarasota, Florida. It's a center school with over 350 students with special needs. It's an amazing school. I'm learning how to plan for my post-secondary education goals, and I'm so excited about all my options. I've learned what it means to become an advocate. I know that each one of us has a dream, and it's up to us to make that dream a reality. I have been able to share my message through the public speaking. I was asked to speak to the big bosses at Home Depot about the work program we do there. They liked what I said so much, so I made a video to show how important it is to talk from their heart and stand up for what you believe in. I was invited to speak at Shooting Beauty Girl Scouts event and tell hundreds of young girls how important it is to believe in yourself. I told them that you can decide what is true for yourself, and you have the power to decide what you want to believe in. Through the local duty council, I'm a student representative. I share my concerns from a student's point. I have worked so hard to get where I am today because I started advocating for myself, and I discovered that I am pretty good at public speaking. I plan to continue advocating for people with disabilities thanks to the support and love from my mom, my dad, my sisters, and my brothers, and teachers and friends. I've learned to become the person who stands up for what she believes in. Thank you all so much for this great honor, and I will make you all proud to have chosen me.
Well, Corinne, you did a great job. You are very good at public speaking. So you're not going to run for governor next year, are you? You'll be me, maybe be able to beat me. Well, thanks everybody for coming. I just want to thank everybody for caring about people. It has an impact on individuals' lives, like Arthur and Durham and Corinne, and so thanks for what you're doing. Let your legislators know legislators know what you think about this additional funding, and it'll happen. So thanks a lot for being here.
Thank you. The governor may have to leave. He's going to have to leave, but don't you all leave because we have more people that want to share their thoughts with you.
Oh, I'll wait.
Oh, you're going to wait? Oh, good. Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Sylvia James Miller. I'm a single parent of 3 young adults with developmental disabilities. I am the vice chair because we couldn't clone our chair and make her into more than one person, so I'm standing in for her, so you do what you're supposed to do. And on behalf of the Florida Developmental Disabilities Council, I'd like to thank you for coming here today. I'm so pleased to see all of you representing so many different groups. I couldn't bring my guys with me today because you would not be sitting here enjoying it as much as they would. Thank you to our partners, the ARC of Florida and the Agency for Persons with Disabilities, for helping make this day possible. There are many important issues that advocates for persons with disabilities will be focusing on during this legislative session. And the budget is a really big concern. But there is a bright note in this year's legislative budget process, and we have Governor Rick Scott to thank. Governor Scott has asked lawmakers, I'm sure you've heard all this before, but it needs to be done again. Governor Scott has asked lawmakers to put an extra $36 million in this year's APD budget. And this increase will allow individuals who are on the waiting list to receive much needed services in the local communities. The governor's budget proposal also includes the $2.5 million to assist people on the wait list who want to go to work. And this funding will pay for job internships and supported employment coaches for about 1,000 people with developmental disabilities. In today's uncertain times, many Floridians with disabilities and their families are very concerned about their futures. Decisions made during this year's legislative session could determine whether or not Floridians with developmental disabilities receive essential services needed to sustain their quality of life and continue to live independently as contributing members of our society. One voice can be heard when combined with many others. One face commands attention when joined by many others. And one bold, brave, creative effort by those we've elected to represent us can give strength to those among us who are most in need and most vulnerable. It's vitally important that all our citizens, those with abilities and those with disabilities, join in urging our legislators to be bold, courageous, and do the right thing by supporting Governor Rick's budget recommendation and finding the funds to provide essential services to people with developmental disabilities and their families. And I, for one, am one of these families. I'm a single mom, like I said, and I waited on the waiver with my sons for 5 years. We've used that waiver in order to get them a home. They live on their own, almost. I plan to leave. They have severe autism. I plan to leave. They have severe autism, or at least what people consider severe. But through other agencies, they are working to live on their own with supports. So it's really very important, and jobs are important. And now I would like to introduce Michelle Holt, our president from ARC. Thank you.
Governor, 3 years ago when you were running for office, you were the keynote speaker at a Forum Club meeting in West Palm Beach, and I got to attend that luncheon. And they always let us scribble out something to ask a question. And one of the questions I asked you, because I'm a private business owner, I said, what would you do different or the same from your corporate experience in coming to government? And your answer was, I put the right people in the right place. Thank you for putting the right person in the right place. I'm a contractor. I know that putting my people out in the field, if I don't give them the right equipment, they're not going to get the job done right. Thank you. One of the passions of the ARC has been to get the people off the wait list and give people jobs. And with the funding you've given to APD, that $35 million, you certainly lived up to what you said you would do in West Palm Beach. You've given this lady and her department the right tools, and it's going to help the wait list. The $2 million appropriation we got last year, we've used for wait list and dental services, and I can't thank the legislature and you enough for helping our people have a better life and get jobs. And I don't have a big award, but I would like to give you this and ask you to help us to end the R word too.
All right. We've got 3 state reps here. If they all come on up. You guys want to come up and say something real quick? So first we have Representative.
This is a great problem when it's so packed. There's not enough room for people to even move. I love it.
Good morning. What would you like to do?
I've been watching in the back. What a fantastic event today, and I just thank you all so much for all you do and all the accomplishments that have been done, and the commitment that we're going to make as a state to continue to make your lives better. So thank you all for all you do, and thank you for helping us to help you.
Everybody's packed in kind of tight today. But thank you all for being here. It's truly an honor to be here with you and celebrate with you accomplishments. And I thank you all, and I look forward to future accomplishments that you have. And thank you for allowing me to be a part of your day.
Good afternoon, I'm Lou Ogburn, and I chair the Family Care Council of Area 2, which is made up of 11 counties in the Big Bend. The 15 Family Care Councils in Florida work with individuals with developmental disabilities and their families, partnering with the Agency for Persons with Disabilities to answer questions and to let them know what services are available. Each of these councils are composed of 15 volunteers and always include several clients. Currently, Area 2 has vacancies, but we have 4 very qualified people waiting your signature to get on here. I'm also the parent of a 47-year-old daughter. When she was 19 months old, a team of doctors at the University of Georgia Medical School told us that there was no hope for her and that we should put her in an institution. When I finished crying, I knew that could not happen. She graduated from a special needs school here in Tallahassee and then was very fortunate to get on the Mid-Waiver program at its very beginning. I am pleased to report that the program works, where she has lived on her own in her own apartment with support since she was 23 years old and is in her 20th year of working at the same job. Additionally, she is a volunteer for the Humane Society through her participation with the Kiwanis-sponsored Action Club and goes to a local gym several days a week. Her lifestyle and work history speak louder than I ever can as to the positive benefits this program has had on our society. The governor has put $36 million in the budget this year to help those on the wait list who need services, some of who will go on the waiver. The Family Care Councils of Florida and I strongly support it. So, thank you.
We also have Representative Rodriguez here.
I just want to say it's a great event to be here today. What's important is to realize that every life has dignity, and it's our duty to help everyone reach their potential. And to be here today and to see the governor's budget and to see what it does is truly a good thing. And so I'm just pleased to be here. Thank you.
Let me close out quickly and let the governor know and all of you that we have worked with all of the stakeholders, every single entity and group that touches the developmental disabilities community to work out how we're going to spend this $36 million that I am confident that the legislature will fund, especially if you all do exactly what he says and go talk to your legislators and tell them that it will make a difference in the lives of so many people. It is up to you to do it. He's given you the opportunity, so you all need to take it. But we have put together, and we've worked, we've argued and we've worked through this, but we will have an absolute plan for how we will take people off that is fair. To look at how we will do it no matter how much money we get. We also will have a plan, a very sustainable, short and long-range plan that will be sustainable for a very long time on how we're going to do employment. And these will be ready in the next 2 weeks. And it's important that they're ready in the next 2 weeks so legislators and all of you and the governor will know exactly how this money will be spent. We will measure the success of both the people coming off of the wait list as well as the people in employment. So thank you all so much. And Governor, would you like to close out?
Sure. First I want to thank the, Barbara, thank you again. As we heard from Michelle, you're a great leader. You've done a great job. We wouldn't be here without you. So thank you for what you're doing. I want to thank everybody here today. I want to thank our state reps that are here. They care. They care about you. And they want to do the right things, but they need your help also. You got to let their colleagues know this is important. So thanks everybody for coming. Thanks everybody for being in Tallahassee. And this is going to be a great session, and the right thing's going to happen. And I look forward to seeing you around the state. Have a great day. Bye-bye.